Alright, so today we're going to look into Onshape, which is a free 3D modeling software that's available online, and it's kind of like a Google Drive. So some of you guys have already registered, that's fine. Skip ahead a little bit, and you can just see the actual modeling tools that I'm going to show. So Onshape is a free tool, but that being said, that doesn't mean people aren't making cool stuff in it. I just did a Google search of Onshape models. And make sure it's one word, you'll get different results. But if you look at some of these models, this is like a leaf blower. This is pretty cool stuff that they're making in Onshape. So this is a pretty powerful program. If you used Inventor before, it's similar, but it is it's pretty cool that this is free and available for us. So we're going to use this tool a little bit here and there. So I just want to show it to you guys. So we'll go ahead here, click Try Onshape Professional, and we're going to do Are You a Student? We are, so we're going to get a free student plan. So you work through this, and for the enter your email address, make sure you use one that you can check, okay? Because they're going to send you an email to register, and if you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to register. So enter the email that you want to check. You are a student, and you are in grade school. Say you agree and click on the next one. Oh. Let's see if it lets me through. I'll try and trick it here. So on the next page, you put in school name. You can put J. Everett Light. The school URL is www. I think you've got to put everything in though, so do that. www.jelcc.com, or we could just do this. Open a new tab, go to J. Everett Light Career Center, click on it, Control C copies it, and then we'll just paste it in there. Indianapolis, Indiana, USA, graduation year. What are you using Onshape for? Try and come up with something really creative, or just modeling. Then click all this, tell them that you're not a robot by helping AI train itself, and then you can create an account. You'll have to check your email after that, and then you will be unlocked into Onshape. So I'm going to go back to Onshape. I'm going to sign in with my account, and here is our opening page. So some people have already shared some stuff with me, which is cool. So it's kind of like Google Drive. Excuse me, I just yawned. Okay, so we're going to create a document, and in here you are going to title this something. So you're going to say, I want to make a tape measure. Okay? I click OK. Now, the idea of this is it's a three-dimensional, so there's three different dimensions. There's front, top, and right. So you are going to make a profile, and it has to be closed, and then you will extrude it, or pull it, push it, and pull it. So you always start with a sketch, and you decide which face you want to work in. So I'm going to click sketch, choose my front, and this new box and this means that I'm sketching. You have to leave these open. And then you go to the front view, okay? And since we're making a tape measure, it is kind of square. So I'm going to start with a rectangle. Once I make a square or rectangle, alright, you have a dimension tool. So you can dimension sides just by clicking on them, and you tell them how long you want it to be. Maybe we want our tape measure, no, let's do 3 by 3. Tape measure seems better. Actually, just side note there, a tape measure is normally 3.5 because that's the width of a 2 by 4. There's your random fact for the day. And then, so what I can do is, I think that sometimes they have like this little part cut off like this. So I'm going to add that with my line tool, but I made sure that I clicked on both lines. So now I'm going to click check because I'm done sketching. I'm going to go to extrude, choose that box, and then put in a distance like 1.5. And then click enter. And now I've got my shape. Okay. Now we normally have a little hole here where like the tape comes out, so I'm going to make a sketch, and instead of choosing one of these planes this time, I'm going to choose that plane. So I'm actually sketching on that plane that's right there. So then I'm going to rotate it, and here's some rotating tools. So if I left click or I right click with my mouse, right click, I can free rotate, so I can rotate the shape all around. I can also go over here and click and it'll rotate. If I hold my mouse wheel down and move my mouse around, it scrubs. And then if I roll my mouse wheel, it goes back and forth. Or I can click on a view cube and it'll lock in. So I'm going to zoom in, scrub, and then I'm going to make the hole that my tape is coming out. I'm just going to make it like, if I wanted to get really serious, I could go in and be like, oh, I'm going to dimension from here to here, and I'm going to say that's 0.05, and then I'm going to do, for some reason that moved, so I'll have to like drag this. So then I'll do 0.05 here, and for some reason this just keeps jumping around. So whatever, there it is, it's perfect. Maybe we want this to be lower. Okay, so now I'll do check, and this time I guess I could like extrude this out and it would look like the tape. Like I could pull this out and there's the tape, or I can click remove. I don't want to go that far though. I can click remove and then click the check, and now I have a hole that goes inside of there. And then, you know, a tape measure normally has a clip on the side, so I could go here. I'm going to draw kind of a clip shape, and again, we're just having fun with this. It doesn't have to be serious. So I'll do that and then extrude and make that pop out a little bit. Then this is going to be kind of tricky, you guys. Are you ready? Alright, I'm going to sketch on the back, but now I want to cut so this looks like a clip. So what I'm going to do is go in here, I'm going to draw a rectangle like that. So then I'll check and I'll extrude. I'm going to click on that and I'll rotate it so I can see what I'm doing, but I want to drag this across this way. And what I want to do is cut, but for some reason with cutting, you have to specify that you want to cut everything. So I'll do merge with all, and then choose check. Uh-oh, it didn't remove, it added. So I'll go in here, double click on it, remove, boom, now I've got my little clip there. So just one more so you guys can see this. So this time I'm going to make the tape coming out, so I'm going to sketch, but I'm going to zoom all the way in, so I'm sketching on the inside face of that. Alright, and then I'll go here, so I'm going to make, oh, we're going to get fancy, we are. Tape measures are curved like this. So I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to make one on top of it. Now, in order for it to extrude, it needs to be whole, so we'll do 2 of these. Check. And then that's all the way in there, so when I extrude this, I gotta move my mouse around so I can click on that shape. Oh man, this is gonna be cool. And then I pull it out. there's my tape measure. That's measuring stuff. And then I lied, I'm doing one more because you got to have an end on it. I'm going to do that. And then just draw a little rectangle on the end. And then I'll extrude this. It's very repetitive, you guys. It just starts going back. It's just the same thing over and over again. So I'll select both of those. Make that real thin, kind of like the end of a tape measure. That'll do. So we've got, there's our tape measure. Really awesome. Alright, so in order to turn this in, what you guys are going to do is go to share, and in here you're going to put in my email address, msdwt.k12.in.us, like that. Share, and then I can't share it with my owner. That's true. So that's it. Hopefully that helps a little bit. It shows you guys like kind of a lot. Now, do I expect you guys to get this? No, but it'd be pretty cool if you make something that's kind of close to this. So try it out, have fun. Okay, if you get stuck, ask questions when we come in. So there it is.